Hello class. I wanted to give you a tour of Blackboard and my math lab, especially for those of you who weren't able to join us Tuesday. So when you first come into Blackboard, you will see on the left menu options. Now we're looking at the announcements, and this is something you want to check very often. This might be a place for me to send you out a due date, or if something's going on with classes changing location or times or not meeting, I would do that through announcements. So this keeps us in contact with each other, and you should check this daily for all of your Jefferson classes. Then you have a tab that is your syllabus. You should print your syllabus, read that, see if you have any questions, and if so, get in touch with me so you know exactly what my expectations are of you for this class and what you can expect of me as your instructor for this class. Then we have a tab for the assignment calendar, and this is all the due dates, all the homework, all the tests, everything that you need to know what to do, when to do is in that calendar. Now, the next tab is guided notes, and these are the notes that you print, but you don't need to print them. But these are the notes made by Jefferson faculty that go along with the videos that are in my math lab, which we will look at in a minute. But the college, your campus, your Bullitt County campus has printed all of these for you. So if you've done some printing, stop. I will have those for you in class tomorrow, Thursday. August the 20th. I will have your notes for you there. So let's skip down to discussion board. In the discussion board, I have asked everyone to introduce themselves. So this is the first one's a water cooler if you want to ask questions and talk to other people in the class. But the introduce yourself is a place for us to get to know about each other. And those should be posted sometime this week. And then the last thing that's here in Blackboard is the link to my math lab. So we're going to math lab. We already have our notes. We've already done any discussion board posts that were supposed to be done in Blackboard. Most of your time you will spend in my math lab. So I'm going to click the link, and while that loads, I'll pause the video and I will see you in my math lab. So here we are in my math lab, and we are looking at what your home screen looks like. So you see the blue dots, these are assignments, it's a homework, and these are due dates for things that need to be done. And then we have the assignments tab, and that's where you'll spend most of your time. That's all your homework and all of your tests. Grade book, all of your grades for the 146 class will be kept in my math lab. Even though you will do some discussion boards in Blackboard, I will carry that grade over. Your guided notes quizzes will be in Blackboard as well. I'll just carry those grades over into my math lab. The multimedia library, that is a great place to access other resources that were not prepared by Jefferson faculty. Your textbook is there if you want to read the section that we're talking about in the homework exercises or what we do in class. The multimedia library lets you go in and select the chapter and the section so that you can read more about that. So you don't need to purchase a book. You may just use the ebook that's with this. Now let's go to assignments. Be sure when you go to assignments that you are looking at all assignments. If you do quizzes and tests, then you actually don't have anything to do. So you have to make sure that you're looking at all assignments so that a quiz or a test isn't missed because you didn't see it in the list. The green flags are the prerequisites for every assignment that's in here that has a prerequisite. So in this course, you can't watch the video for 9.1 until you've done learning math using my math lab to 100%. And I don't have your test loaded yet, but you need all of your homework for each unit up to 90% before your test will open. Once I load your test, then you'll be able to see that. So if we look at the video lessons, this is what you do. Take your guided notes and you come in and open the video, and the notes in the video will look just like what you have in front of you. And we do go to TechSmith. If it says you need to sign in, go ahead and hit OK, because this is where all the notes are housed. And here is the first page of the guided notes. You hit play and you fill in your notes as the Jefferson Math instructor goes through and explains these concepts for you. Now remember that it's important that you keep the notes and keep them organized, because every unit has a guided notes quiz that will be in Blackboard. And when I do those, I will require you, my microphone has been standing straight up in the air, so in case the volume wasn't good for you, that's why. I am so sorry. So once every unit, I will put an assignment in Blackboard that says, go to this section of your guided notes and copy this example. It will be one of the examples that was done in the guided notes. And that's so that I can check and make sure that you are getting through the content, learning the math, seeing the math, hearing the explanations, and not just jumping into the homework. Talking about homework, let's open a homework assignment. Now I can skip these because I have instructor access, but you won't be able to. And you'll see that there are reminders. You must submit this assignment before you can begin the practice test for number 1, for test 1. And you have to score at least 70% before you can begin test number 1 on chapter 9. And that's true for all homework assignments. So let's open up a problem. You don't submit your homework to me. What you do is put your answers in here, and it gives you immediate feedback. So you don't need to wait for me to grade your papers and turn them back to you. Math Lab is going to tell you if you are right or not as soon as you do it. So here's a question. You have a picture to look at and refer to. And then if you need help, you have some options. There is Help Me Solve, which will walk you through step by step how to answer this question, and then will provide you another question, because you do not get credit for this problem through a Help Me Solve. There are examples. Now if you view an example, that doesn't count against, so you can view an example and still work this problem. But if you do the Help Me Solve, you have to get a similar problem. You can access your textbook from here, and you can ask my instructor. Connect to a tutor is not how we have tutoring at Jefferson. Tutoring for Jefferson, the free tutoring at Jefferson, is connecting with math instructors online using Collaborate. And as soon as that is all set up, probably next week, I'll be sending you links. And that is free tutoring. And they all teach math, so any of them can help you. If you hit print, it's just going to print this individual problem. We have it set so that it will save your answers. But let's go in and, so click off our help, and let's go in and choose one and check our answer. So we see immediately, you don't have to wait for me to grade your papers, we see immediately that something was wrong. It walks us through the content that we should be remembering from our guided notes to work with this problem, and then we get another chance. So let's go in and look at line L and line M are parallel, and we're looking for angles that are alternate interior. So that means they are inside between line L and line M, and they are on opposite sides of the transversal. So the transversal is this line, but we don't have alternate interior. But we do here because J and Q are alternate interior and P and K are alternate interior. So right here we have J and Q. I'm going to take that one out. And notice it says select all that apply. So J and Q and P and K. And that's not listed. So it's just J and Q. And we check our answer. And we love the green boxes because the green boxes mean we have it right. Now, be sure as you're working your homework that you are making notes of what you're doing to answer these questions. This is how you learn the math, is by going through these problems, making mistakes, and then correcting those mistakes. And then we can go to next question. So you will spend most of your time in the assignments category. And I hope that helps you have a better understanding of how to use Blackboard and MyMath Lab. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me.